Hello and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, the Italian Conquest. I am Sicily and we have expanded pretty far into the northern coast of Africa. We also have a decent amount of Italy proper, but if you remember from a couple episodes ago, the Byzantine Empire snuck in here, grabbed a little bit of land. The Pope came in, grabbed some of our land, and then what was the Holy Roman Empire came in and grabbed some of our land here. We had a big chunk of it. Now since then, the Holy Roman Empire has looks like Tuscany got their independence. We can go after them if we want, for example, this land. We have a claim on it. They're big though and they have allies, so we're gonna hold off on there. Something I will note is that same person, Prince Behemoth, the same person that has this potential claim, is about to fire off a dangerous faction to install Prince Behemoth on the Sicilian throne. I don't love that, so we're certainly not going to be giving him part of Tuscany. So I'm going to unpause and let that sit for a little bit. Hostile faction disbanded. Okay, so now it's gone. Never mind, you're still. Yeah, I don't love you being there. I kind of want to not take that land for you over there, unfortunately. Inspiration, a name to remember. We do have an inspiration going. I think this guy's making us an urn. We're actually going to get piety because we are not yet a devoted servant and we need devoted servant for some of the wars. I don't really feel like we can go after Tuscany yet. 6352 is just a little too big for us. Probably want to consider maybe a holy war or two to come down here. Duchess Elise is going to give me 50 bucks and some court grandeur. Great. I'd go for a little war here. Just start it off right, you know? 80 piety cost. Wisdom of the desert. I understand you're interested in deepening your grasp on warfare. Duke Oswin smiles coolly as he approaches me. I might be able to help you see the battlefield in new ways. Oswin is well known for his mastery of desert fighting. Ooh, I might get Desert Warrior, which is fantastic for what I'm doing right now. Absolutely. And then we're gonna go for him. Figuig. Actually, you know what? Let me pause it. Before we do, is there anywhere else that we want to take over? Rather, you know, I actually will do that. I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna grab 1, 2 from these guys. And then we can go for you afterwards. Basically clean all this up and make a little hard cut here. It'll also turn Tuat down to only 1, 2 counties, turning them into essentially a non-threat. We're gonna go with that. I'm a little bit wary of doing it, but we do have 4,200 soldiers and a big old chunk of change for mercenaries. I think we're fine, so we are gonna go for it. We're gonna come here, declare war, okay, and we're also gonna declare this war before we raise our army. For this duchy, declare war. They're both big enough to be dangerous. We have to keep that in mind. I think we're actually gonna just kind of war down this way. So I'm gonna set up my whole army over here. I will call in a holy order if needed. I mean, 4,000 soldiers, they're gross and ugly as far as size goes. I don't really think I need to, at least at first. My counselor died, that's great. Spy master actually is decent because see, you got you right here. One of my powerful vassals is actually a 20 intrigue, which puts him a lot happier with me, which is great. All my armies are set. Please all converge here. And then, great, go over here. Now, before we go any further, somebody said this to me and they were totally right. We can make more men-at-arms, and I think that's pretty big deal because we have monthly income pretty good. I'm gonna increase that. We're also going to make some new men-at-arms regiments. Right now, we have mangonels. We can get onagers as well. Sieging would be great. We have pikemen. Maybe we get some horsemen. Light horsemen, for example, would counter archers. Heavy cavalry counter archer and light cavalry. Yeah, let's get these guys. They're nasty big. We're also going to throw in some armored footmen, and then we're going to hold off there. I think all of that together gives us a pretty... Yeah, and we can also make them bigger in size, which I will consider doing in the near future, but let's hold there. We won't need them for this war, but we'll have them for future wars. Please note that we are still +4 in terms of our gold generation here. So we're totally fine in gold generation. Fellow connoisseur, this is for my inspiration. That's fine. We'll take this quick. Hopefully we get a valuable hostage in this battle, and then if so, we'll be able to end this war very quickly. No, +50, unfortunately. We'll let that go. How many people here? 8 people. Oh yeah, this is all of our, levies, knights. Yeah, I mean, this is our heavy cavalry. It's not the worst thing. Duke Oswin left the prison. I don't care, that's fine. We're about to get this one. We'll send you down here. I mean, look, we have more people. We have 25. Hold on. What the heck is going on here? Heresy, Cathars in Burgundy, Catholicism. This is just a different faith. We don't really care about this. We've seen this before. What is going on? I want all of my armies. Well, I can't really see all my special soldiers because it's not giving me a whole army view, but inspiration, request for funds. My beneficiary insists the funds I have supplied are not enough. $50 more? Sure. Although that's probably all you get. So, enforce demands, yes, please. One of my viewers, one of you guys, had mentioned that I need to be a little bit more cautious with giving away land and just give it to the right person. So we're going to hold on to this one for right this second, but after these wars, we are going to be giving away our land a little bit more strategically. For example, they said, seek content villain. Content was good. We wanted content, and there was a couple other types of personalities that were half decent to choose. Otherwise, I was being really inefficient and really ineffective with it. So understood, and I think that, I'm sorry, I forget who had said that, but I think they were totally right. We're gonna come down here and do this. I see them coming up here and sieging me, but look at that, their siege progress is ineffective. And so we should be okay. We'll start this, and this is only gonna take 2 seconds. Now this alone will not win us the war. Yeah, we'll get that as well. That one might win us the war, and if not, we'll go up and smash them. Again, their siege progress is taking forever. We're being raided, which is really annoying. Inspiration realized, magnificent urn, prestige plus 0.08, prestige per knight plus 0.04, and court grandeur bonus plus 4. That's actually really good, isn't it? Because I have a lot of knights, right? And so if I come over here, and I come here. Right now, our prestige gain is plus 9.9. If we add this in here, 10.37. Yeah. I mean, look, we'll take it. That's any sort of gains we can do there, we'll do. This is a piety gain of plus 2. Might as well put that there. That's great as well. Build pole arm, sure. We'll repair this. And then that's great. Now let's wait and let this go. Looking over here, this is going to be very quick. Where are we sending you to next? I lost my court physician. I am plus 74% for winning this battle. So we're gonna send you over here because that will be enough to win this. I need a new physician. Just gonna be spending all of my money, unfortunately, but court physician, you are average, you are poor. Don't really love you being average, but we'll do it. I don't like not having a court physician. It makes me very uncomfortable. I can ask my head of faith for gold. We get 383 gold. Asked to promote legend. Hold on. Okay, a lot of stuff going on. This is the desert warrior one. Duke Oswin has shown me the ins and outs of desert fighting. My final test is a mock battle against him. 56% chance of victory. Next up, we can ask our head of faith for gold, and also, if we start promoting the most holy life of Pope Clemens, which gives him some modifiers, he's going to pay us $450, of which, absolutely, great. Duke Osmond comes riding up to me. Impressive, he shouts. The enemy levies stand in awe at the efficiency of my other troops. I got Desert Warrior, which gives me negative supply limit penalty in desert, yes, which is great. I don't exactly know what that does, but I'm pretty sure my desert-based attrition and stuff has a limit now, and I get a advantage in desert and desert mountains and oasis, which is honestly fantastic. I mean, come on, guys, look at where I'm fighting. My attrition penalty is only so much. I can honestly just go and hit them. Let me see how long this siege. We're gonna win. Screw it. Okay, I got him. Okay, plus 100%, we're good to go. Enforce demands, so be it. Now, I got all of these locations. I have too many holdings, as we assumed. Wow, this one's nice. It has a pretty high levy, 407, whereas this one's 277 and 233. So let's give away these other two. We're gonna grant them to Content Villain, Magnanimous Lackey, Righteous Opportunist, Righteous Atheist, Bold Villain. I was told that trusting, content, or humble is what we look for. So you can have these two. I will keep this one, and he should be pretty good. We can disband. We took, look, I mean, now we're pretty big. Next up, here's really what I want to consider doing. First of all, available perks. Fort level +1, plague resistance +10, enemy occupations do not lower control. I do like that. So we're gonna go with that one. Don't know if that's the right call. It doesn't really matter. It's fine. We can enter seclusion because of sickness around us. That's something that we want to look into because it might be right in our capital. Otherwise, I can usurp the emirate of Mizab. What is this? Oh, this is all this. It costs 250 to usurp this. Yeah, you don't control any of the land, and so I probably need to do that very soon. You only have 2 locations, or 2 counties, because we just took it from you. Great. Now, Scotland I don't really want to touch. Scotland is gross. That's not great. You, however, I would love to take you. I think in order to take you, and when I say take you, I want to do a kingdom war, ideally. In order to take you, I think we have to take this. This would be just a county war. Let's just do this because this is the one of the only remaining single county things around me, honestly. Sahara's big, Tuat is 2 places. Awiliga we can take, that's single. And you we could probably take partial as well. So let's take this one over here and get some territory against the Grand Emirate here. We might be able to take them out. They're really big, but if we can take a lot of their territory one day, especially if they split up, it might be worth it. It probably is worth it to have this as a buffer, but it's gonna be such an easy war that I almost feel like we have to before someone else, mainly them or Scotland, takes it. We'll raise our armies. It should only take a second to raise you up. Whoops, Master Bada conquered your realm. Master Bada will establish an adventure camp. Got the highest of Allah. Okay, I honestly don't really know. Oh, it's because he has no land, but he somehow retained the duchy title, so he became an adventure camp and became my rival, I guess. I can usurp that regardless, but anyway, that's kind of funny. You know what? I want you guys to meet up here so that we can all attack together. This should be a very, very easy battle. Plus, remember, we have all of my vast specialty forces in my army. So this really shouldn't even be it shouldn't be anything. Better army, more men-at-arms, counter, better soldiers. I think that was a really good play for me to do that. Now, I have some other thoughts on something that we want to do, but I just want to end this war first. Okay, come on. We want a... Nope. Plus 50%, unfortunately, no valuable hostage. You, we'll see if we can do anything with you in a second as far as... This one will go pretty fast. The end of a peace. Okay, it looks like this guy, the Byzantine Empire, can feel free to declare war on me. I don't love that. However, I'm not super afraid of that. Look at my levy, 5,000 levy now. I am someone that people can't just mess with anymore. Plus I have 800 gold. I'm actually doing pretty good. Sure, we'll pay some money. Something else that we're going to be looking at. My old friend died, and I got a mental break. Proliferate, monthly income down, stewardship -1. Okay, well, I am now a comfort eater. I need to can indulge in food. I lose a lot of money for some stress. We're not going to worry about that. Is my wife... What's going on here? Is she still not pregnant? Well, my daughter heir currently is actually a genius and comely, but she is hunchbacked. Hunchback's not the worst. It's just a prowess issue, which is honestly not that big of a deal. There's no health issue, so she can be my heir if I don't get a son. That's fine. Something else that I want to consider doing. I know this is going to be a really bad idea. Oh, mercy for the mercenaries. We've seen this before. We're going to throw them out and... Yeah, we've actually seen this before. We can ask our head of faith for gold. We can get another 400 gold, which is great. We just won this war. Hold on a second. Okay, enforce demand, so be it. Good. Now, enforce demand gets us you. You're actually, look at you with the levies. Woof. Sure, I'll keep you, and let's get rid of you down here. We're gonna grant you to who? Magnanimous lackey, righteous opportunist, bold villain, rapacious, fearless lackey, vindictive, content paragon. Sure. You can have it. Okay, sorry. This is what I was gonna say. Now, some of my vassals, for example, you hate me. Do you hate me? Why? If anyone is not of my faith, but is a vassal of mine, I can choose to convert them, probably in exchange for something, but everybody's Catholic. I really want to take that part of Tuscany, and I still may do it, just not right this second. All right, we're going to pass limited crown authority. I think this is going to make some people mad, but it is what it is. They're going to have to deal with it. Next up, we're going to be looking over in this direction towards these two, because... yeah, we can take 2 with you. We can take 1 with you. We're gonna let it run for just a little bit, and we'll see what things pop up or if there's any real opportunities. I mean, unless we want to just go with this just because. 800. All right. Never mind. You pulled my leg. We're going to go for it. We're going to go over here. We're going to go for military. We're going to go here, here, here. Raise it all up. You have 800 people, so I'm really not afraid of you. Whew. See, you almost attacked me. You see this? Liberty faction. I was a little bit afraid of that. They just want that lower crown authority. Yeah, we don't love that, but it is what it is. We've done this to ourselves. Whatever. We have plenty of money. Heresy. I don't care. Okay, go and end this war, please. Sway, a misunderstanding. It seems that my diplomatic overtures has caused a major misunderstanding. He thinks I'm going after... Okay, whatever. I can ask my head of faith for gold. We're just going to go ahead and do this. We have 1,100 gold, and we have a really strong army, so we're going to be fine. Count Thierry's friendship. I gain stress. I don't really want to gain stress, so we're going to hold off there. We should win this one. Okay, great. Now we are plus 50, and we are sieging down here. We have 5,000 soldiers. We know that these guys are going to fire off in 6 months, which kind of stink. I don't love that. But with all of our soldiers, plus we can, and you know what we're actually going to do? We're going to raise a holy order in a second. But all of those soldiers will be totally fine. I was shocked when I caught my daughter Dorothy trying to steal from the travel chest of the visiting Count Acquierd. She confessed it was wrong. This was my player heir. How do we feel about honest? Honest is a virtue to Catholics. It kills our intrigue. That's fine. Now, I don't know if getting summon the physician, that is just some sort of virus or disease is kind of going around. What is going on here? So an ultimatum in 3 months. We're going to wait until this ultimatum fires, and then we're going to actually grab a holy order, which is probably going to be Knights Templar, which boosts our forces significantly. And then they just, there's no issues. Plus I have 1,100 gold. So honestly, we're just going to wait. I have become obese. Good. Health, moderate penalty. I love that. The negotiator. My daughter, nothing. Whatever. Hybrid culture, hostile faction disbanded, faction targets me. And this one is... ultimatum at any time. You know what? Honestly, fine. Due to your average lack of piety, a condition which worries the church greatly, he did this again. I have granted Pope Clemens of the Papacy a claim on the Duchy of Capua. He keeps giving himself claims. He has claims on like everything I have. Look, claim on the Kingdom of Apulia, that's me. Claim on the Kingdom of Sicily, that's me. Claim on Capua as well. That's insane. So now my important things are here, so we should be fine. How is my faction? Yeah, send an ultimatum at any time, which I don't love. We should get this very soon. Obviously, that other war is about to fire. Now, we don't want to end this war. So we're actually going to wait until that other one fires. I'll tell you why in a second. I have an idea. There you go. I will not be threatened. That starts this war. Okay, hold on. Rally the troops. Pause. Now we're going to go here to military, mercenaries, holy order. We're going to hire the Knights Templar. And we're not going to end this other war that we're currently in so that our Knights Templar doesn't go away. But it's a bad idea. I don't know how long we can hold open a war, but I really don't want those Knights Templar to go away. So let's go you here, and then Spy Master, we're just going to throw you in at 23. And then who's attacking us? We have a couple people here, a couple people here. This is pretty big. A couple people here up here in Sicily. So we're going to go over here. Let's land you guys here. All right, group up first. Galluria under siege. We got to watch that. Okay, now you guys come over here. All right, come over here. I don't love the landing penalty bonus, but let's note that we are 3 chevrons there in a 8,000 person army. That's massive. The shore's silence. As we walk together, Eadwulf gives me a gloomy speech about the epidemic. Do I care about this? Let's get holding of Gaeta gets respected dead. That's fine. Now, let's get, I hate the landing penalty, but we outnumber them significantly. Let's try to come over here and catch them before they leave. Yes, good. Landing penalty's gone. Let's get them before they leave and get a win in here. We lost a siege, but we're about to win this battle. That should help. Now, pause. Is anyone hanging by my capital? Currently, no. Gotta make sure that they don't siege my capital. It's the one thing I gotta make sure they don't do. We are -9 in this war. We're now negative victory, so it did time out. I don't know if our holy order is going to go away, or because we're already in another war, it might not. We'll see. I think we'll be okay even if our holy order does go away, but I would rather it not because that's 3,000 soldiers. We're going to give this to somebody that is... We can go compassionate follower. Is it the same person? Oh, okay. We did lose a siege, so I want you to go and siege this. Yep, I dismissed my holy order. Dang it, I was hoping that wasn't going to happen. It's okay, it's not ideal. I can always get a bunch of mercenaries if we really needed to, but that is really what I wanted to try to avoid. So we might end up having to white piece out of this, but we'll just have to see. Another dangerous faction. Who? You? Oh, I don't really care about you so much. We are -3 still. That was what I was worried about, right? Was that they were going to come over here. They have a lot of people. Here's the question. Do I get a whole bunch of mercenaries, go and attack them directly? Because we could probably get about 2,400 mercenaries. We can get some special mercenaries too. Yeah, I guess let's try it. We're going to put our military here, and then we have to go mercenaries, and we're going to go you. We are -64 right now. We got to get over there fast. A curse undone. My rival has passed away. Okay, get all of you. Send all of you. It's a comparable force. I think we send everyone here and we counter siege this just to get our war score back. Let's see if this works. We do get army gold maintenance. Let's fix that. That will bring our stuff positive. I can't let you siege this. That's a problem. So we have to disembark, and I think we go for them pretty quick. I mean, we barely outnumber them. All right, I'll tell you what, you start heading down this way. So I'm trying to disrupt this. So I want you to stay there for a second. Crap, I'm gonna lose this. Dang it. How did I lose that? That stinks. That just lost me the war. That's a huge battle. That's a huge defeat. I can't believe I lost that. Did I still have a landing penalty bonus? That stinks. I mean, I can go for them again, but they're gonna just outpace me. I actually think I'm gonna lose this. Okay. I guess we surrender. Again, we were running as autonomous vassal for a long time, so it's not a huge deal. We'll wait and we'll get that later. It was kind of an afterthought anyway. We can go for something like this, use our... Actually, you know what? Hold on, how much longer we have these mercenaries for? 2 years left? Hang on, come on. You're telling me there's... Yeah, we can do a Kingdom Holy War with somebody. Take over the entirety of the Sahara? Yeah, you know what? Let's turn this negative into a positive. No casus belli there. We can't go for that. This is how many? This is 9 counties we can grab with our Kingdom War. We'll go with a Duchy War. We gotta win something. I don't like not winning. I don't like losing. We're gonna come here, we're gonna raise our armies, and we are going to get a win in here. Vassal gained low levy contribution, that's annoying. He used his favor. Someone summon the physician. Soft approach is best. We've seen that 1,000 times, that's why I didn't really... Early prevention, yeah. We've seen that 1,000 times, I don't really feel the need to do that. You guys, scheme at court. Someone is trying to steal from me. Okay, hate that. Can we get our disrupt schemes? Yeah, our spy master is doing disrupt schemes, so go and get this area first. I gained a level of fame, that's great. I am now illustrious. He's become my marshal, that really stinks. He cannot be fired for 25 years. Oh, let's just grab this land and we'll at least end this on a good note, right? Man, I can't believe I lost those wars. Designate for my daughter. Send proposal. Sure. You can be steward. I like having a good steward. Man, I'm so disappointed. But look. Look, we got all this land. It's okay. Medicinal jar. Find myself passing near Gani's study every hour. Every day, every hour, the threat of the spotted fever constantly on my mind. Among all the curious utensils Gani keeps in hand, one in particular, a beautiful painted jar, seems special to him. He notices my attention. I see your interest in the medicinal jar. It is a true marvel of handcraft, but the real wonders are contained within. It offers me protection while I go out and save the lives of your subjects. I might get the jar. Plague resistance +2. 65% chance that I'll get it. Gem of the Rough. Oh, my daughter Dorothy gives me Brilliant Gemstone, which gives me learning and prestige. Great. Hold on. Okay, come on up here to Trinket, and I can put Medicinal Jar and Brilliant Trinket there. This, we should be almost done here. And then after that's done, we'll go and stomp here. Low levy contribution. Yeah, so we're hemorrhaging levies because of low levy contribution, which I hate, but ooh, the Pope died. Great. Sorry, that's not a sentence that anyone should say. I don't know, he was a bad guy. Wasn't me, he was a bad guy. Okay, what? Oh yeah, whatever. Ooh, I have title revocation. I can imprison these guys. Imprison. Scheme at court. My acquaintance is scheming against me. Yeah, throw him in prison. Okay, I might imprison them. Okay, you can unlock a new perk for the martial lifestyle. Fine. We're gonna go with strict organization because that gets me closer to soldiers of less fortune, which reduces the mercenary cost. And then once this happens right here, we're good. We can end this war. I feel like I was all over the place on this one. Sorry. But it kind of is what it is. Righteous opportunist, lackey, treacherous planner, well, rational craven. Sure. So honestly, not super efficient episode, but an episode. Oh my goodness. You are so dead. I can take Bastia, but that's just one. I want more. Man, I want more of your territory. All right, you know what? We're actually gonna hold off on this war just yet. I would like to get more, but we don't have any claimants that we can get. I wanna mess around in between recordings with some claimant stuff and see if I can find someone that's willing to let me help them take over the throne. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm gonna mess around with it. Anyway, this is a pretty long episode, so we'll cut it there. Look, we took over a lot more of Africa. We're actually pretty big here. We can take over the Sahara. We have a kingdom war here. I think we might want to consider doing that. I am heavily considering it because then look at how big we would be here in Africa, and we can start kind of coming down here. If we take over all of this land, who's gonna stop us? And none of these guys are strong enough. They're actually so tiny and so split up for the most part. It probably makes sense to continue expanding down this way. So we're probably gonna head that direction in the next episode. Otherwise, I wanna start making gains again in Italy. I need to get my territory back here. So we'll work on it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next episode.